Division for also Asian Studies to the podium, and we will listen to her opening address. Welcome, please welcome Professor Jin.
Thank you everyone for coming. As president of the Association for Asian Studies, I am just delighted to be able to welcome you to an in-person 2023 AAS in Daegu. And as has already been stressed, this is the first time we've been able to gather since 2019. Let me just sort of say a few words about how AAS-in-Asia began. It was designed to provide a more, you might say, accessible, both financially and sort of geographically accessible for scholars in Asia, for those who find it challenging to travel all the way to the United States for our North American meetings. And this initiative started out sort of slow, small, but it really has grown beyond our wildest expectations. And the way that we do this is that we rotate to different locations within Asia every year. And so this year, last time we held it in person was Thailand, Korea. Next year it's going to be in Indonesia. So I look forward to seeing you all there. And it, I think, has provided a wonderful platform, particularly for younger scholars, to come, to network, to exchange ideas. And I think it's also increasingly, I think that the practice of collaboration is something that is increasing. Certainly it is for myself, someone who's in China studies. But it's been fascinating it's wonderful to be here and meet scholars who are doing research in related areas. And as was already mentioned, that this year, this theme that Professor Yun has so eloquently spoken about, the importance of it, I think, memory preservation and documentation. This is, I think, one of the best, most well-attended events that we've held. As I said, a fact that we've got people from over 40 countries. But something that I have discovered today, as I was just sort of walking around, I also have the sense that we are also getting a lot of scholars from the United States, Europe, and other places who are coming to Asia, and maybe because we've been locked up for 3 years, and we just really are dying for the opportunity to come back to Asia and do research. But I think this is a very promising sign that, I think I see people that I think are, look like they might be graduate students from various universities that I know in the US. And so I think it's wonderful that you're coming here and you're sharing ideas, having debates, learning from each other. And so I think that even though this conference, this AAS-in-Asia was designed really as a platform for scholars in Asia, I think that it may turn out to be actually something much more important, where we have a lot more collaboration and integration. And as Professor Yun was saying, given the importance of Asia, I think that this is something that I personally, for one of the reasons I decided that I really wanted to give something to the AAS, and in terms of accepting, the presidency, is that I want, and I think the AAS should be at the forefront of trying to deal with global challenges. We have the experts on Asia, and we should be at the table and presenting our ideas and engaging in discussion with policymakers, writing articles, and engaging in intellectual as well as public discussion. So I'm just delighted that so many of you are here. And I also want to thank Professor Yun. And I'm glad to say that he still has a lot of hair, so he hasn't entirely gone, you know, I guess it was okay. And hopefully it'll grow back. But to thank he and his wonderful colleagues, faculty, as well as students who have put in so much effort into making this a, I'm sure, going to be a very successful conference. And I also want to thank the AAS team, Hillary Song, who's our executive director, and also Krishna Ok, who I know has spent many hours and wee hours having discussions with the crew here. So thank you all. I also want to give special thanks to the Swedish International Development Cooperation Agency, SIDA, for their very generous support that has brought a lot of scholars from the less developed, less wealthy nations to be able to come and participate in this event, as well as the Town Prize Foundation, the Asian Cultural Center, Korea Foundation, the Korean Tourism Organization, the National Research Foundation of Korea, as well as the Ministry of Education. And finally, also to thank the Asia Pacific Research Center at Stanford University. Their generous support has made this event possible. And finally, I'd like to thank the city of Daegu for welcoming us. So please enjoy the conference, and I hope to see you in future AASs in Asia. Thank you.
Thank you very much.